Ding dong. Hello.
Joe,
Yes.
pleasure to meet you. I'm Matt with Ben Franklin Plumbing.
Yes. Nice to meet you too.
What can we help you out with today?
Well, right now we got a problem with our water heater. It just stopped working, and I don't know what's going on with the darn thing. So it's just dead. You know.
It's dead. So we're not doing any work today?
No. I got to get this thing fixed. I took off work and everything like that, man. I took off work and everything. So.
Okay. So what were you expecting today out of today's call?
I got to get this thing fixed. I have two children in my house. My daughter Karen, who's 12 years old. My son Wyatt, 10 years old. My daughter's got eczema, skin condition, and all that stuff. My son's got asthma, so they haven't been able to take a shower or a bath today at all. And you know that's really critical with the health conditions I have that they're able to get clean. They're both home from school today, so it's kind of a mess right now.
Sure.
You know?
So who discovered the problem?
Well, my wife Julie found the problem here. She woke up in the morning. It was freezing cold water when she got. She was supposed to go to the hospital, so she went up. She went and took a shower at the hospital this morning instead.
Sure. So what did she say?
She said, just so you know, the kids can't take a shower or bath this morning. You have to deal with this because I have to go to work. So she said, I'm going to take a shower at work. You take care of the kids, and I'm not sure what you're going to do with your work, but she said that's what we got to do. So it's kind of abrupt, you know.
Sure. So what was that like?
Well, it was terrible because I had a whole day planned for my job and stuff like that. I had to call my clients and reschedule, and it was just stressful. I was just very stressed out, and then you know my kids couldn't go to school. My daughter, she scratches herself till she bleeds, and I just worry about those kids so much, you know. So I couldn't send them to school like that.
Sure. So Joe, you mind if I say something?
What's that?
So it's great to see you having to spend your time with me, just the plumber, to take care of this problem so that your kids have the hot water that they deserve.
It's so nice of you to say that, man. I mean, that's just, I'd do anything for those kids, you know, make sure that they're happy. You know, it's like, that's what it's all about in life is your kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely looks like you, I think my kids may have a couple of the same toys, but it looks like you definitely
got
want
same
the best for your
stuff.
family.
Well, thank you. We try to definitely do everything I can. You want to take a look at this, see what you see?
Yeah, let's take a
Here's
look.
the Binford water heater right there. There it is.
Sure. Joe, I noticed that there's a Acme plumbing sticker on there. May I ask, how long did you work with Acme?
I still work with them. That's my guys. I went to church with Mike Rosenthal, who owns Acme, so I've known him for years. You know, good people.
Sure. So I'm just curious why Acme wouldn't be out here this morning.
We decided to try something new this time. I wasn't exactly that pleased last time with the kind of service we got.
The service? Sure. I mean, you care to share what maybe happened?
Well, I hate to get into it, Matt. It was kind of personal stuff, actually.
Well, just between you and I, off the record, is there something that you could share that maybe I would be able to avoid repeating?
Well, I guess I could tell you. Just keep it up. Don't say anything about it, okay?
On the down low.
Well, we had this guy come out here last time from Acme. It was Billy, and this guy was a real piece of work. All he did was, talk disrespectful about the business. He kept telling us how the business that they're overcharging for the stuff they do, and he felt like the owner's a crook because he didn't even pay him his paycheck. And I know Mike for a long time, and I felt
you have a relationship. You have known
oh yeah, I've known him for a long time, so it was kind of like I felt bad about it, you know.
So, I mean, did you try and contact the manager?
I did. I tried calling the manager, and I guess I didn't realize it, but Mike sold the company. I didn't know he even sold it.
Sold it?
That's what I think he was talking about. It wasn't Mike he was talking about. He was talking about this new owner who I guess is kind of a rip-off artist, everybody's saying.
Oh, boy. So I guess hearing that the owner's like that, did you try and get a hold of the owner themselves?
No, I figured, you know what, they got internal problems there, and I don't need that spilling over into my house, you know what I'm saying? When Mike used to own it, it was a nice company, but when they sold it, then it went downhill, I think. Now, the service I got from Billy, the guy who was out here, was just not that good either, so I had to have 2 callbacks to get it done, so I was just not that happy with everything that went on.
So, I mean, maybe it's under new ownership again. You could probably try and give him another call.
No, I'm done with these guys 100%. I'm finished with them. That's why I called, Benjamin Franklin, your company.
Yeah, I'm just curious how'd you find out about it?
Well, it was my next door neighbor, Ernie Garcia, who told me about you guys. He has the Airstream trailer next door with the.
Yeah, it's really, really bright.
It's very shiny,
very
isn't
reflective.
it? Yeah. You got the veneer paneling. You've got nice pine paneling inside that thing. Really nice.
So, what did Ernie say about us?
He said that you guys were a very a good service company, very good premium service. He said you guys are just top notch.
He's probably exaggerating it.
No. He says you guys are the best of all. He says there's nobody in Minneapolis, St. Paul, of any kind who doesn't, not just plumbing, but he said of any kind of service business, this is the best one.
Sure. So does Ernie use email or have phone? Because I'd love to thank him for referring us.
Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah. He's right next door. If you want to go say hi to him, he'd love to. If you stopped over, he'd probably fall over.
Well, do you think he might be in the RV or
He's out there. He's always cleaning his RV every day.
wax on, wax off?
He's always got that going. He whistles while he cleans. He's just you're gonna hear him whistling when you're downstairs in that basement.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah, you go say hi to him. He'd love to hear from you guys if you don't mind. Yeah.
Definitely would.
You want a cup of
thanks.
coffee or something like that?
Yeah, I would love one actually.
Cup of coffee. Here you go.
Thank you.
We want to take a look at it, see what you find. Something. Hope
Yeah.
it's just like a reset switch or a thermocouple or something like that. You know.
Maybe even a Band-Aid.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
that'll
see.
take. Yeah.
So what'd you find there, Matt? Something
Well-
nice and easy, like a Relight the Pilot or something like that. What is it?
Unfortunately, with the Binford 2000, it looks a little more serious.
That's the
than I was thinking.
2119i. That's the
2119i.
intelligent water heater.
I apologize for my ignorance. This water heater is rather old.
It is.
For my
it is.
time.
It's not the I. You're right.
It's-
It's the B.
Right. So unfortunately, Joe, it's a serious problem, but I do have some solutions. The problem was a failure in the containment system, so there's actually a fracture. And I'm not sure if you had seen, there's a puddle underneath it.
Is that what? I thought it was condensation.
Unfortunately not.
It's water.
That's water.
Jesus.
And that explains why you didn't have hot water for
That does,
for
yeah.
this morning.
Is there anything we can do to fix this whole thing? Is it possible to even do anything with it?
Yeah, there's a few different ways we can go about it. I've got at least 3 or 4, more likely 6 different options, all the way from a top of the line fix to a get you through economy repair. So there's going to be a few different ways to go about it.
Either way, I should do well with those.
Either way, with those options, you should choose what best fits your family.
Okay, good. So what do you got? What do you got here? Show me
Well,
what you got.
what I've got, this is my, again,
closer.
there's 6 different options here for you, Jill. The first one I call the Premium Plus Casera Easy Street No Stress Hot Water Renovation.
I
So
love
it's
that.
Back in Easy Street.
I love to be on Easy Street.
Yeah, so
That's where I grew up.
I didn't catch. What do you do for a living?
I do consulting for businesses, teach them customer service like what you do for a living. Yeah.
Well, it's great seeing you'd say a fellow coworker.
Yeah.
So you then would know it's important to communicate.
Oh God, yeah.
Right. So communication is very, very important.
That's what I got my eye out for right now. Yeah.
Right. So most importantly, this is going to give you hot water.
Mhm.
That's the whole point of a water heater, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Right. So this one's going to give you endless hot water. Endless, correct. So, do you guys have any big tubs or?
Oh God, yeah. We have our big spa tub on the second floor in my master
Sure.
bathroom, but we never use it because the other water heater just gets it halfway filled and it gets cold.
Sure. And when I was down checking out the Binford, I did notice, in 18 years of plumbing, you kind of subconsciously see things.
Yeah.
I did notice that there was a big master shower.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of water lines going up into the wall.
We do. We have the 4 points where the shower hits me from all directions. You know?
It's like power washer.
We
like
don't use it because there's no pressure. It just
No
kind of
pressure?
trickles out. It doesn't
Okay.
work.
Well, with the Casera option here, you do have a 2-tiered water treatment. So there's a possibility that those shower heads are just actually plugged with hardness.
It's the white stuff all over it. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. And you were saying that you have a son and a daughter?
No, son Wyatt, who has got asthma, and my daughter Karen, she's got eczema with her skin condition. Yeah, that's sure thing. Yeah.
So an eczema, is that like sensitivity to light, or what is?
It's dry skin based on the water in the air and things
Sure,
like that. Dry.
sure.
She has like asthma. She has like these eczema attacks, almost like it flares up. You know.
And you, as her father, I'm guessing, seeing her go through that's got to be tough.
The kid's a hero. I tell her every day.
Well, fortunately, this premium option, it's going to take care of that water quality issue you guys have. And being, again, a communications guy like yourself, this system actually will let you know when you're heading to Boston.
Going
you
to
said, this
Boston,
week?
yeah.
Sure. So you got some downtime at the Holiday Inn and you were just curious, you can actually see how much water the families use just for fun.
Get outta
But
here.
you know that the water's still on, there aren't any leaks, because if there were leaks, you would have been notified.
It's gonna connect me on my phone?
Only if you want to. You could ignore it.
No, I
or you
want to.
can-
I love connected solutions.
Well, this is the top one for
Wow,
you.
I have that's really great. Yeah.
Sure. So, what would you think a system that gives you that conductivity, endless hot water.
Wait a second, how much is it gonna cost to fix something like this if it breaks down?
Well, fortunately, we've got that covered for you.
Really? I didn't
But
know that. That's
my
interesting.
question for you is, what do you think something like that would run you?
To what? Fix it if it broke down? Or how much the whole thing?
The whole thing. How much this whole thing?
Well, how kind of warranty and stuff do you got though, Matt?
Well, there's
I
6
didn't hear
different
anything about a warranty. For the top option, what kind of warranty you got in your top option?
Well, first we need to guess what this costs.
Well, how would I know if I didn't know what
Oh.
kind of warranty it was?
Sorry.
How could I guess without knowing
Right.
the
So
warranty?
the system comes with a 12-year.
Oh, that makes a lot more
Right.
sense now. That-
Yes, a 12-year warranty.
See, that makes me guess higher right now.
Correct.
That's good. Now that I know
Comes
it's
with a
12
12
years.
year.
Yeah.
You know, I shouldn't get off in the weeds with communication. Just
Yeah, your communication might be a little off here right now, but go ahead.
Possibly. So it comes with a 12-year warranty on the equipment. So
Mm-hmm.
year 10, something seems a little off, you give us a call. We're going to take care of it.
How much money will be having a trip charge or something?
Several $1,000s.
Come
If
on.
you chose to pay us, but it would be included. It's free.
It's free.
It's free. Yeah. Yep.
12
And it is
12 years?
12 years. Yep. And that's going to cover your maintenance as well on the water heater.
So if I come out and so I have to have it descaled, isn't it? I think I read something on Popular Mechanics. You have to descale those things. Is that true?
You do. A lot of that is very linked to water quality.
Mhm.
So having this water treatment before it, it's going to add life to everything downstream.
Oh, good.
So, and hearing all this information, what would you then guess?
Now it's a
Now
it's
it
a
would
higher
be
guess
better.
now for
Yeah.
sure. Well, if you're gonna come out 12 years and do this
12
stuff,
years.
man, that sounds like it would be. I got to be talking at least 12, 10, say 1,000 a year plus the water heater, 15, 16,000 for everything.
16? It's close to double.
$32,000, Matt.
No, I'm just kidding. I can't do it for that.
How
price.
much is it? Come on.
It's $240 a month.
Oh,
What should we do?
$240 a month. Oh, it's 16,433. I saw a little number down there. Is that what it is?
Correct. That's not a code. That's yeah,
What's your number?
Yes, that is the investment.
I was like, perfect. I was like, if I was the Price is Right, I would have won. This is the best one I ever had yet.
But what fun was that?
With under $432.
Yeah. So what should we do?
You know, part of me wants to go with this one.
Which part of you? Like what in that?
Part of me
option
wants
do
the
you
hot, part of me that wants the hot water to work endlessly. Like in the water softening for my daughter wants this one. You got any wiggle room on the price though? Can you get that? Can we get that down somewhere where I'm paying under $200? Like if I can get that like the 190, 184 range.
Sure,
something like that.
there's two different ways you could go about that. You could choose a different option that would bring you into that price line, or you could say a different length of a payment plan. So if you see the other options in those,
I just want a cheaper price. Can you
Just
get
a
a
cheaper-
can I get a cheaper price?
Joe, I can't cut corners when it comes to safety and health.
Okay. I just had to ask. But you got the 12-year thing with the warranty, Matt. How do I know you'll be in business for 12 years?
Well, this ownership is a group of 3 companies that have, well,
Well,
eight generations.
guys, on this one here, just kind of give you a little. When somebody does that to you, instead of going back to your history on that, say, "Well, Joe, I mean, you've met me. Do you think I'd work for a place that wouldn't be in business for 12 years? What do you think?" Oh yeah, you're right. Like something like that.
Sure.
Like, let's try it that way instead.
Okay.
So, I mean, how do I know you'd be in business for 12 years?
I wouldn't work for a company that I would be concerned that I wouldn't be taking care of.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
So what should we do?
I had to ask. I mean, you okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
And don't tell your boss I said that. Okay.
I'm sure he'd be fine.
He'd be okay with it? Okay. Yeah, you don't have to lie to your boss either. What am I saying?
Well, I've yet to lie to him, so.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
why
think I'll
start
today.
now? Yeah. Is this competitive? If I shopped around, would I find a cheaper price on this?
Well, I guess say shopping around is kind of a loaded statement, because this is a
Yeah.
customized plan for you and your family.
Oh, that's true. I never thought of that. Yeah.
What should we do?
Just make me feel good about why I should buy from you guys. I mean, how do I know if I'm not going to call Acme because you know about that, but if I call another plumber, why should I use Benjamin Franklin compared to calling something? Maybe I find somebody else who's just as good.
Well, I believe it's evident by the level of quality and service that we offer. Second to none.
True.
So what should we do?
So you expect me to do this today, though, is what you want me to do. So you can't just, can you email this to me and I'll call you back tomorrow?
Joe, I've got one better for you. If you need some time to kind of go over, there are six different options, so if there's one that looks better than the other, if you need some time to look at that, I'll be right here if you have any questions. So what should we do?
You ever do work on the side?
I have mowed my neighbor's lawn before, but I don't do any plumbing work on the side.
Okay. I was just checking your honesty. I wasn't gonna do it, so don't tell your boss I was gonna do that.
No, it was a good test.
I was just testing to see if you're honest. Well, if I said I could do this, can I get this heat, can I get the hot water back on tonight? That's my biggest thing. I took off work today, I got my kids here with me and my wife's at the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, what about getting the hot water on tonight?
If I said I could do it,
You do it tonight?
if I said I could, what would we do?
$240 a month and $16,438 is what I do.
So I guess, Joe, you realize there's other options there for you?
No, I want
What-
the top one, that's what I want.
Again, which parts of that option?
12-year warranty, water treatment, the connected solution that tells me my cell phone. You're like the wizard of plumbing, Matt.
I agree, it is a premium option.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What should we do?
Let's just do that top
Do
one.
you want to do cash, check, credit card?
Could I use, I want to get my points. Can I use American Express?
If I told you we could,
Oh God, yeah, I'd just do it.
yeah, we can definitely use the.
Matty Ice, nice job, Matt. What a great young man. Sounds like he took all the lessons this time and put them into place.